Hey, Bob.
Hiya. All right.
Just you and me, buddy.
It's me and you. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Really? I thought I'd be last in.
No, you're the first in. It's okay. Here we got Gizzy. Okay.
Where's all the committee?
That's the point. That's the point. Yeah. I hope Dave and Steve come in because Fruity and Pete are no shows.
Fruity and Pete are not coming though.
Yeah, he's out in the park. But he said he's watching his son's one of his son's bands play.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eric. Is he? Oh, that's four of us.
There's Scotty.
Here we go.
Hello, Scotty. You are the anchorman tonight.
Am I? Why is that?
No, I was joking. I don't know who's coming in because, like Bob was saying, the committee is absent right now. Hello, Gizzy.
Evening, John, Scotty, Bob.
How you doing, James?
How are you?
Not too bad yourself.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay,
Good.
still alive.
Yeah, correct.
Bit thin tonight, John. Where is everyone?
Yeah, I know. Oh, here he comes now. You can ask him, okay?
Where's Ben Bolkin?
Yeah,
Him with a capital H.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Where is he?
He's coming in.
Yeah.
Shut up his ear.
Okay.
Well, he's almost here.
He's almost in. Yeah, bloody hell. Here he
Late.
is.
Good evening, David.
Yeah.
Evening.
Evening, James and Scotty, Bob, and hello, Johnny.
Hello, Dave. Nice for you to join us.
I know it was a tight one. Tight. It got tight, but we're in. We're in. All right. I'm just moving in next door, so I'm with you, but I'm on the move.
Yeah.
Right.
We're used to it, Dave. It's all right.
Yes,
Evening,
you are,
Chris.
Johnny.
Hi guys.
Chris.
Hello. How's everybody?
We're good,
Okay.
Chris. We're good.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got hot weather here, John. Has it moved up the coast to you yet?
Yeah. It's been back in the 80s for a couple of weeks now. Yeah.
It's in the high 90s here. Going to be 100 degrees tomorrow.
You can stick that where sun doesn't
Yeah.
shine.
You may keep my share of it.
you getting any smoke there, John?
No, we're not. Good question, Scotty. 'Cause I know that you watch all the news. The wildfires, especially down in California. My wife's aunt lives in Chico, which is next to a town called Paradise, which got completely burnt out 6 years ago. And they've got a fire going on now, which is a big deal. But yeah, it's terrible, terrible.
So it's not coming down from
Yeah.
Canada.
No, it's not. So we're kind of isolated here. We're kind of lucky. Although we do have some in Washington State, but not close to Seattle. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have any of the smoke down here. It's a little far away from us.
Yeah.
Up where it is. So we're okay right now.
Wow. I've been watching
What's he doing now?
Right.
How come
Hey,
you got
Ron,
my
I
name? How come Gizzy's called Chris Johnston?
Yeah, I know because I'm spacing
Yeah.
out. I know. I'm multitasking. I'm going to fixing it right now.
I'm not
You-
really
you
here,
always-
Chris.
Okay.
Two of them tonight, eh?
Johnny, I'm
'Cause I-
normally Colonel from Seattle.
I'm in
What's
Yeah, I
Swan
going
know
Rico
on?
you
tonight.
are, Dave.
I've
I
already
know
got
you
already got
are.
another Johnston, Bobo, but he's not
Yeah,
in
I
tonight.
know. All right, we're good.
It's
So,
virtual
Dave,
background.
are you live now, Dave?
I am live, and
Okay.
I'm just going to put
Yeah,
a backdrop, obviously.
yeah.
Whatever that. Oh, I'll do that one just to start with. P&O flag, if it comes up.
I wish
There
I
we
knew
are.
how to do it.
I wish I knew how to do it.
I can't do the backdrops on my PC, which I'm on, because
Okay.
I have a
Oh,
i7 processor, but it's second generation. It doesn't take the do the green screen on that.
So
well,
what do I do?
what do you do? Well, it actually, Colonel is doing a lesson in backdrops. What time tomorrow, Johnny?
Yeah. It depends what device you're on, Gizzy. You on a laptop?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
on the iPad.
basically, down the bottom, you see where it says video?
Yeah.
Like hit on the arrow and the arrow.
Yeah. It says
Say-
USB, blur my background, choose virtual
Yeah,
background.
there you go. Stop. Choose virtual background. Hit that,
Yeah.
and then you'll see a plus saying add image.
Hold on.
You know, well, you'll see a plus over on the right side, but it should say if you see a
Oh, little
plus,
square.
it should be a square or a plus in the middle of it. If you hit that,
Yeah.
it'll say add image or video.
Yeah. Add image. Yeah.
Right, so then it'll take you to the files on your laptop, and you can go to your picture files, and you can go for anything you want.
Well, I've only got 5.
That's the end of this lesson. Anyway,
It won't
Right.
take long to choose,
Now you've
Gizzy.
done that, how do you do it on the iPad?
It says a
Yeah,
solid coloured video background is required. Green colour is preferred. How do I get that?
I've reached the limits of my technical expectations.
And it says I have a green screen.
Well, yeah, that's fine. The green screen.
Colonel, you're
Oh, there
fired.
you go. No, look at that.
You've done it.
That's
See,
it,
I'm
Jim.
welcome to heaven. Well done.
Oh, look at that. Hey, first time ever.
In the meantime, Dave, can you say hi to Ray Zachary, please?
I can do, and I'd like to say it very, very warmly. Hello, Ray.
You'd like to say it, but you can't. Oh, can you hear me?
I am saying it. Yeah.
You can hear me, can you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
it's good
Yeah,
to see you,
sorry.
bro.
I haven't been on for months. It seems like every weekend there's something. Sunday's not a very good day for me. So, but today I'm completely free.
Got some bad news for you, Ray. They put the
Uh-oh.
subs, and you have to pay today.
What's that?
They put the subs up, you have to pay today.
Oh.
Otherwise, you can't.
Yeah, Crew Bar's charging now. Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
that'd be the end of it, wouldn't it?
that would be a shame.
When is Steve back? Does anybody know?
Yeah,
He
he's
is
back.
back.
Well,
He
yeah,
should
he's
be
back.
in tonight.
Right.
Obviously, I picked him up yesterday morning, or I took their car back to the dock yesterday, and Pat came in our car, and we had a meeting. Mick picked him up, and then we well, actually, they went to get petrol over at the at Costco, and we went with them, and so we both got topped up, which was fine. And then when we had, do you know what? Seriously, I'm double whamming here. The Brits have just come in third in the 100 meters. The men, which is unbelievable. Yeah,
Well,
we got a bronze in the flipping 100.
You've just ruined it for me and Mrs. Clean, Dave. We want to watch that later.
Yeah, but I haven't told you who came first and second.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, I know.
No, you
All
didn't
right,
say the
good
American
start.
stuff.
Anyway, Ray and Gizzy, we went and got petrol together, had a good chat. They had a really good time, and he will be in tonight. He should be in tonight. So,
Yeah.
Which ship was he on? The Sun Princess?
say that
No.
again. Bob.
Guy.
He's on the
Which ship was
Sky.
Sky
Sky.
Princess.
I saw
I-
somebody put a report in today. I think it must have been on Facebook about the Sun Princess, and they said it was absolutely dire.
Oh
Absolutely,
no.
yeah. Mm.
Well, we're on it in September, so
Yeah.
we'll give a full report.
Right.
You'll probably be the only person or people that on it that have actually worked on the original.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, yeah.
You should get at
Yeah,
the captain's
we will.
table for that for sure.
You would have thought so, yeah. But we'll see.
You deserve it, Johnny.
Why would you want to eat
deserve
with the crew?
it. but
Yeah.
but Bob, I am getting
Yeah.
excited about three men
Yeah.
three
Three men in a boat.
in a barge.
Yeah. 6 weeks. 6 weeks this next weekend. Friday,
Flipping
Thursday,
heck.
Friday, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just bought my train ticket.
Oh, well done. Well, I
Yeah.
haven't got mine yet, but
Well, I had to get an open-ended one because I didn't know when I was coming home.
sure. No, I know because you might have to do a double header, mightn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wish you all the best with that. Anyway, Scotty, what have we got behind in your background?
Me.
That's
Yes.
Kiossi, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Luciano Kiossi.
yeah. Lucky Luciano.
Did you ever remember me telling you the story about when he got pissed off with those punters?
Yes.
They called him. They said you look like
Yeah,
an
so-
Italian count. He said they look like an Italian.
So you cunt.
He says the bastard. He said they called me Italian count.
he was a PRS for us on the Pacific.
It was a good guy actually.
Yeah.
Is that where it was taken on the Pacific, Scotty?
Yeah, that's
Well,
PP in it.
Sure, somewhere. I don't know where that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Well,
it might be Aussie cruising.
Yeah, could
No.
be. Yeah, could be. Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up. A bit closer.
So-
Yeah.
Ray, things have been happening back in Canada, obviously, because you've been busy. What are you up to at the moment?
Nothing. Actually, I'm sorting out some fishing gear for my daughter that's moved back. She's moved back. She's been gone for about 12 years, but she's moved back home now. Not with us. She's staying with as a sort of a caretaker for some friends. So that's actually why I've been busy. I've been helping her get settled in.
And
She's
is this your daughter that likes living in, what the wildlife or something, lives? Does she live out and about?
Yeah, she's a really good shot. She's a hunter. She's raised emus, pigs, chickens, geese, ducks, and unlike the other one who's a strict vegan. So I don't know exactly how that works.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah. So it's kind of neat because I don't get to see her very often, and so she's back in town. So that's good.
That's
And it's
good.
been bloody.
Does
hot
anyone
here.
know what country code is 077?
Yeah, it's UK Mobile.
That's a
Okay,
UK
then-
mobile. Yeah,
Okay,
That's Alan.
it's
Oh,
the
it's
Taff.
Taffy.
Taffy.
It's
Yeah.
the Taff
It's Taffy.
mobile.
It's the Welsh Wanderer.
Welsh
Okay.
Wizard.
It's the
He's
Welsh
having a bit of a lie
Olympian.
down.
You
He's
got
having
to
a bit of a lie
turn,
down at the moment.
turn yourself round.
Yeah.
You're on your head.
And Steve,
That's
our travelling Steve,
Ah.
the
Hello,
cruiser.
sailor.
Can you hear me, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, everything's good. Carry on.
Good.
Good
Carry
cruise,
on, guys.
Steve.
Thanks, Steve, for letting us
Thank
carry
you. Lovely.
the last half
Lovely
hour.
time. A lovely
How
time.
was the
Thank you.
Baltic, Steve?
But it was nice. Yeah, decent weather. We had one day where it really pissed down.
Yes.
That was in Denmark. But it was, apart from that, it was lovely. Yeah, very good. Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Good.
Too much food, too much beer.
Yeah.
Nah, home for a rest.
Ship's all right.
Um,
The ship was okay.
yeah, lovely ship. Yeah, yeah, smashing little ship.
Yeah.
Not a big ship actually. It's very good. Yeah.
It's one of the smaller ones now, isn't it?
It is, exactly, yeah.
But boys, if you go on that Sky Princess, the world travel crew members are obviously from all over the world, and the cruise director is way out the way. Where's the cruise director from, Steve?
It lives about a mile away from me.
Wigan.
Yeah, lives up just up the road from me.
Yeah.
I know his local boozer.
Flipping
Yeah.
I think he was on in February when we were on it.
Yeah, Aaron.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay. And Taffy, how's the Olympics?
I've left the Olympics behind me a bit now. I've headed up the Atlantic coast. I stuck to the coast I went out from Paris, and I've meandered my way up the coast, and I'm in Boulogne this evening, overlooking the English Channel.
How do you spell that, guys? So I can put it in there. I know it's B.
Boulogne.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's near enough. And I was going to put a photograph up of Napoleon's column, which is just behind me, because I'm looking down on where Napoleon's army were waiting to cross the channel. And I think if they'd have come across, well, I think we'd have been in the shit. But nevertheless.
Yeah, the ferries were on strike, weren't they?
Yeah, the ferries lost. So, but I'm heading up because I have a fancy to go to Ypres, which is just north of, just south of Belgium. You know, I saw it last.
Ypres.
Ypres, yeah.
Call it Vipers.
I had an afternoon there last in the autumn, and I thought, God, I got to come back to this place. You know, when the weather's nicer. So I'm on my way up there. It's only about 2 hours, so I'll meander my way up tomorrow and have a look at it, Ypres or Ypres or whatever you call it. Yeah, life is good.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
Brilliant. Cheers. Colonel, just to put your mind at rest, that result I gave you was only a semi-final. So it's not the final, all right?
Yeah, okay. And I know,
Don't worry.
You had more British runners in the final then.
Right. Anyway, so that's all good. So Taffy, are you on your way back to Calais late tomorrow or the day after?
No, I'll skirt Calais. I'll miss Calais. I'll skirt it, and I'll go up to Ypres. So really, I'm going up to Belgium, the Belgian border, and then I'll come back down on. The way I'm figuring, I'll come back down next Sunday, and come back across to Dover next Sunday, probably.
Right. Okay. Oh well, that's an excellent trip. For boys, you might not have seen the messages, but Fruity is visiting Bacon, so he's over at Alan Bacon's this weekend, and Pete was it some friend playing in a band?
Yeah, in the park. Yeah.
In the park, right?
Yeah.
So apologies from both the boys, but
I haven't seen Hilda for a couple of weeks.
He's
No.
no, isn't he?
Not for a long time. Not for a long time.
No,
Any
we haven't
word
got
on
Bobo tonight.
any word on Phil and Oscar?
But well, let me see. Well, who spoke to Phil? Was it Fruity
Yeah,
recently?
yeah.
I think he's okay, Phil.
Hilda
And as
Hilda
far
put
with
something on.
Oscar,
Hilda put something on Facebook about that bloke who's been taken ill in the Philippines. Who was that?
Oh, Roger Cheney, Feta.
Yeah. That wasn't long ago. So
right? That's right.
He
Yeah.
lives, well, I don't know if he lives, but he's not far from me, but he never gets in touch with his own. He's about, I don't know, 15 miles in a straight line, I suppose.
Was he coming back to the UK imminently after or is he still in the hospital over there?
Well, I don't know. Bobo seemed to know because has he got relatives in the Philippines or something, hasn't he?
Whoa. Look who's coming in.
Right,
Ollie.
it's the Ollie. Ollie Beak.
Oh, great.
Do we stand up?
Right. This is marvelous.
Don't hold your breath, guys. Just carry on.
Yeah.
I miss Dave. I miss
Hey!
having
Hey,
all the
Ollie.
lovely.
Ollie!
Well done, Ollie.
Sign language, I suppose. Yeah.
What was that, Taffy?
I say I miss watching it on my mobile phone. I miss having all your lovely faces up, so that I can see I can see your eats when somebody says something sensitive.
Right. If you Taffy, if you slide your finger on the phone, slide across, you might get a gallery, or you might disappear.
I've got the gallery. Well done. Well, at least the good-looking ones are in here tonight.
Correct.
If you want to look for any more, just slide up.
Yeah, they're all in here, and we've also got Ollie.
Hello, David.
Ollie, good to see you.
Good to be here.
Well, it's lovely to see you too. Right. Have you been doing some walking, and what about cold water swimming, Ollie?
No, I don't trust that. I don't trust the sea anymore because I live just down the road from a sewage farm.
Oh, well,
Literally.
I know. I stayed there when I visited you.
You stayed in the sewage farm.
Yeah.
No.
Is that where Taffy spent the night in his Taffmobile?
No, it was a nice place actually where I stayed, right next to a pub on the river.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We can't do better than that, can you?
No.
No.
So I got a question, Taffy, which obviously you guys know. I don't know. So since you're no longer in the EU, do you have to have a big deal going from border to border?
No, it's once you get over here, it's like, as I said, it's like being on another planet. Everything's easy, no problems.
Yeah.
Just as long as you drive on the right side of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else is easy.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice. Yeah.
And if you ever do drive on the country, you drive on the left. Blimey, my head's going. You drive on the right, don't you? In America.
No. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't see no difference. You'd be except for the fact that we got roundabouts over here.
Yeah.
And you haven't. It'd be just like driving at home.
We're starting to get
in the last 10 years, Taffy, they've been putting a lot of roundabouts in.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're starting to get roundabouts in Canada as well. But lots of places haven't adopted them, and there's no sort of mandate. But where they are, they're totally way more efficient.
We don't have them here.
So much easier. Roundabouts are so much easier, aren't they?
The one famous roundabout is the traffic circle, they call it in Long Beach.
Yeah, call it traffic circle.
Yeah.
long as you don't go around it the wrong way.
Yeah. Nobody knows how
Well,
to
I
drive
must-
around that traffic circle either.
No.
I must admit, the last time, because I'm not used to driving in the UK anymore, the last time I was there was so many bloody roundabouts. Like there was roundabouts on roundabouts on roundabouts. And
Yeah.
it did get confusing, especially if you didn't know where you were going, which half the time I didn't. And I did get honked at a number of times, much to my sister-in-law's dismay. We went
just keep
round
going
several
round,
of them more
keep working
times
out.
than was necessary.
Isn't there one in? Is it Swindon? They call the Magic Roundabout. There's the central
Yes.
one and 5 off it. Is it Swindon?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
they
it
call it the
is.
Magic
Yeah,
Roundabout.
yeah, because
You
it's
go into the
roundabout.
roundabout, and every road off it's a roundabout.
Yeah, multiple roundabouts. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, crazy. Oh, and we have got BBC Pete coming in, which is
It could
great.
it'd be a live broadcast
It
from
might
somewhere.
be a live, it might be live from a band. You never know. So we'll wait and see where he is.
Oh,
No,
it's in post.
I'm in my room.
oh, is it? You're back in the studio, Pete.
Yeah.
So, did you go to see a band today with a friend
Oh yeah, I
playing?
went to see my mate's grandson's band. They were great. And they're all taking their O levels.
Oh,
They were
oh, so it
really
was good.
So I've got a bit on the phone actually. The jazz fusion. If anyone knows what that is.
Jazz fusion. Sounds
That's
good.
good. Yeah.
Hold on.
We used to have Ready Fusion.
Really
Hey.
fusion,
Those were the
yeah,
days.
yeah.
Yeah, get up and go to the window to change the channel.
Oh, we just used to thump ours.
So, Pete, we've got obviously you've got Ray from Canada coming in. He's been busy, obviously, but Ollie, thanks for coming in. All right,
Thanks, Dave.
just we are making you welcome. All right, remember that.
I can see the flags are flying behind you, Dave.
Yeah, that's it. That's I was just flying it for you, Ollie.
Yeah, thank you.
No, pleasure. So, Steve, you're saying for your cruise, you recommend that ship?
Yeah, it's a good ship. Yeah, service was great. It was very good. Food was good.
You have the balcony,
Had a balcony, yeah, a mini suite,
a mini suite. Oh,
mini suite.
Very good.
Two TVs, would you know?
Whoa.
yeah.
What's that?
That's posh.
One in the toilet?
And a bath.
Yeah.
That's a little lounge before you go out on the veranda, out on the balcony, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what me and Ollie had on the Regal Princess, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I had when I asked for it.
Yeah. Me and
Yeah.
Ollie and I had one each.
yeah. All right, Bob. Flipping great that.
I've just been chatting with John Herbert. He's trying to come in, but if Babbo was there, he'd go and help him like last time.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't
Yeah.
have to be. He has to be on his way to Wales, John.
Yeah, I know he is. But like I said, John Herbert, he's trying to get in as we speak, and he can't get in.
Where,
That's a
is he in
shame.
Goa?
No, he's down in
Broadstairs.
Ah, here we are.
there he is. See, Talk of the
Hang
devil.
on.
He's in. The guy's in.
He's
Oh,
in.
that's nice. If
I
we,
I
if he
got him
gets
in, Dave.
that's
That's why I make the big bucks.
Yeah. There he is.
Oh,
Got
he-
him at
he-
last. I
he
tried
is
last.
in Goa.
I tried last time, but once I wanted the passcode again, and I couldn't find it. The one that Bobo gave me wasn't working, so I don't know what was wrong.
Yeah, well, there's a bit of a mix-up on my end, John, in the past because I got there's two meetings which anyway, you're in there. It's all that matters right now.
Lovely to see you, John.
BNK password.
Yeah, I'm still here in the UK.
And we want to thank you, all of us, for all the cakes you've been baking for all these
I know.
birthdays.
I've been up all night doing some of
Oh,
them.
no.
Yeah. We're not particularly
David,
bothered
John,
about the arse.
And the cakes.
We're not particularly bothered about the arse.
And we're very impressed with the Taff mobile that you
Oh,
managed
yeah.
to do.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very special. Thanks for your efforts.
I've still got no news on Roger, by the way. The last I had, I think, was a couple of weeks ago, and he was still in the Philippines. And his friend in Goa was going to let me know when he came back to the UK, but he hasn't. I haven't heard anything from him yet, so I should have to try and remind him to find out. But
yeah,
that's the latest. He had his well, what was it? Pacemaker fitted apparently.
All right.
Oh yeah, they're good.
Oh right. Well, that's hopeful.
One of my mates had a pacemaker fitted about a couple of months back, and he said it's like being reborn. So it's amazing.
Yeah,
the difference it's made to him. Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, let's see what works for Roger.
Yeah.
So Roger might be back playing for the football team sooner than we expected.
That's quite possible. Yeah, quite possible.
Good. That's all the memories I have, or one of many memories, but one of the memories with the football teams he used to do. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
There we are.
Oh.
So, what have you all been up to?
Well, watch the Olympics. Other than that.
Yeah, I was disappointed in the opening ceremony, though.
Oh, I thought it was wonderful.
Yeah,
it was very camp.
It was
a bit
long.
OTT, wasn't it?
It should be a gold medal for campness on that bridge.
Not half.
Camp was cold, dear.
What the hell?
If we'd put a show on like that on the Sun Princess, we'd have got the sack.
Yeah.
I reckon they pinched the idea from the Sun Princess.
Every time we did a show with a bit of drag in it, I used to get a letter from the deputy captain reminding me that it was illegal to do that at sea.
Did you really? Is that true?
Must have been Sammy, right, John?
I'm not going to mention no names. It wasn't just
sounds
one.
like Sammy.
It just wasn't just one. In actual fact, I did it when Sammy was captain. I did it. You was there, Dave, and John, and we got a standing ovation. Captain leading it.
Oh,
I was. Does anybody remember? I don't know if you guys remember him, but he was on the Sun Princess, and later he was on the Royal Princess. I cannot think of the guy's name. He was the storekeeper on the Sun Princess and a bartender. He was a bit camp, but I don't think he was gay. And then I saw him again on the Royal, and at one point I saw him on the Crown when I was visiting the Crown. I can't tell you much more than that, but he got into trouble with Sammy Bradford one time because he was dating. That's why he wasn't gay. He was dating one of the hairdressers, and she had left a bra hanging on the back of the door. And after the inspection, he got called up by Sammy and said, during the inspection, we found a bra hanging on the back of your door. And he said, what I wear in my own time is my own affair.
It
was cohabiting because he had this thing. Sammy Bradford had this thing about.
I remember one turn in the back pantry when Bob Aggie was in there, and he got these photographs he'd been taken. I think it was on the Mexican coast of these boys, and showing everybody when Sammy walked in. So Sammy said, "Oh, what you got there? Some photographs. Come on, show me." So Bob Aggie, in his inimitable way, was laughing. "You won't want to see these, sir." "Yes, I do. Come on." What do you look at? "No, I don't. Thank you."
Oh my God!
I think who that could have been. So he was a storekeeper on the Sun or a barman?
He was a barman on the Sun, and then a storekeeper. Because remember, we used to do that on rotation, and then.
You mean Salomon?
I was on the Royal, and I think we visited the Crown or the Sky, and he was on there. He wasn't very happy, but he was tall a kind of lanky, bald head. He lost his hair early. You'd know him if you saw a picture of him.
Yeah, trying to think. Who it could have been.
He was quite a character. Quite a character. I just cannot, for the life of me, think of his name. But there's a few people like that we've just lost touch with, like John Parsons. Does anybody remember John Parsons?
Yeah.
Good name.
Yeah.
He was.
John
Was he Guy's mate? Guy.
Yes.
Guy.
Yeah, he was. And he
Yeah.
was a real character. And he had a guitar and he played songs. And one night, remember there was a little mess off of the crew mess at the entrance. I can't remember what it was.
Hong Kong Hilton.
Was that what it was? The Hong Kong Hilton?
Hmm.
He had a party in there and he had his guitar out. And I remember that Doug Bayliss was the bar manager, and he had made up songs about everybody there and sang this song, and every verse was a different person. And he was so amazing because he actually had everybody down to a T. He really did, right? And I'm pretty sure it wasn't Phil. I'm pretty sure it was Doug Bayliss that was there. And we were all just amazed because he was like John Lennon sort of thing, and he had these different songs about everybody.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Had he worked on other P&O ships before?
I think he had, yeah. I think he worked on, because he told me about a time on the chat recently. Somebody was talking about being a dining room waiter, and you had your busboy, and he told me about, I think it was on the Oriana or somewhere, where he would pay the busboy to don't turn the hot press on for his section and put 6 beers in there, so that in between sittings he would drink beer, and the maitre d' swapped the busboy on him at the last minute, and the beer was in there, and the busboy came along and turned on the hot press, and about halfway through the first sitting there was a loud bang, and half of his punters were covered in hot beer because the beer exploded inside the thing, right?
Yes, I worked with John Parsons on the old True Sand as assistant cabin steward.
Oh, there you go. See, yeah.
And he would ring out jokes one after the other all the time.
Yeah.
He's continuous.
It's the same guy. He's the same guy. Yeah, it's the same guy.
We went to your house for a party somewhere. Was it Bournemouth or
No, Brighton?
Brighton. And he was there. I've got a picture of him. That's about the only picture I've got of him. We had a party at your house. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. I can't remember what the occasion was or why we were there.
It was a surprise party for me.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
From my
Were
ex.
you surprised?
I was. Very, very surprised.
I don't even know where I stayed because it's quite a drive from Exmouth. I'm sure I didn't drive back. So
No.
Maybe we stayed in a hotel or something. I don't remember.
Can't remember. I think you must have all just crashed out there.
I don't know.
Where's Charlie?
Where you fell?
Where is he?
Yeah.
Did you go on the parade yesterday, Ollie?
That's yesterday and today. It is Brighton Parade, Brighton Gay Parade.
Oh, is it?
It's the biggest rip-off going. It's the biggest rip-off going. That is.
Is that one in Brighton?
Yeah, you have to pay for everything. You go. There's like one street you have to pay to go into this street, and there's nothing there. It's at pubs that have shot up the prices just for the gay parade.
You get shafted.
Sorry?
You get shafted.
Okay, Kathy.
Do they let you in for free if you put a wig and skirt on?
No, they charge you double for that.
A lot of activity at the back alley.
Yeah.
Say Ollie came home skint.
Yeah, talking of that, Ollie, we've got a ukulele gig, not next weekend, the weekend after, in the Loughborough Marketplace. We've been asked to do it for the local, is it Mila? I think it's an Indian or a Hindu celebration of Mila, is that right? something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it turns out we'd agreed to do this gig in the marketplace, and it's also the very first Loughborough Gay Pride Day. So
You're fitting well then.
Ukulele and all, and all go
It's
round.
a ukulele.
You're
Have you
fitting
got
well
the
then, Jimmy.
too?
Pardon?
That reminds me of the Far Side joke where God's standing at the top of the escalator and the recently deceased guy is coming up and he goes, "Welcome to heaven, here's your harp." And the devil's standing at the bottom of the other escalator and the guy's going down and he goes, "Welcome to hell, here's your accordion."
Dave, you say hi to Charlie and Charles in Bermuda.
Hello, Charlie.
Hello,
Charlie.
how's everyone?
Good, thank you.
We are good. Now, Brendan's not here with us to ask the question, Charlie, but can you give us an answer?
The fans on.
It is 88 degrees, humid as hell, sun's blaring. Hey, what more could you want?
Nothing.
What is that?
Chris, is it warm in California?
Right now it's 91 degrees and it's not even midday yet.
What is that? What's that in Celsius?
Don't ask me what it is in new money. 91 in old money.
About 30.
30. It's about 30, you know, in
30 is 88, I think. So it's probably 31, 32.
Well, what you do is you take
in
off
my
30.
backyard,
You take off 30 and halve it, and it'll give you a
Oh,
rough idea.
Double
got
it
an
and add
app on the
30.
phone here
Yeah, but if
somewhere.
you go the other way, you double it and add 30.
You could double it and add 30 as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, in icy Canada, which is a lot further north than Arizona, is that where you are? It's getting up to about 32 degrees Celsius on my deck every evening.
Right.
It's bloody hot.
Have you been affected by the fires, right?
No, that's not. Well, there's. I can't remember what they said. BC is huge, so even though they say there's 415 fires burning, it's not normally in a affecting a town. But you saw
31.
probably in the news about Jasper in Alberta, and there have been some major fires recently that have affected whole communities. But generally speaking, towards the end of the summer, that because there's so many fires, you see haze in the air, but you don't actually experience the fires. But unfortunately, they get so big, it's almost impossible to control them. So yeah, so we just you do work around your house to try to protect it, and then you hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it? You say Jasper? What was burnt out? Jasper.
30 to 50% of Jasper was burnt. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that where we went to, Dave? That time, you and Ollie? Is it Jasper and Banff?
What, when we went?
You might, if it was Jasper, yeah, Banff National Park.
We went up to Devil's something or other.
Devil's Arsehole.
Well, up the
Devil's Peak.
you go up a railway type thing.
What are you doing?
Up the top of the hill.
I do remember the local girls when we were stopped. They thought we were in a band, didn't they?
Yeah.
What band are you with?
Oh,
can you play this? I do remember that.
Yeah. We had that.
Was that because you were wearing? Was that because you were wearing white tuxedos?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that was another night, wasn't it?
Oh, that was New Orleans. That was. Remember me?
Oh,
you
yeah,
and
did that in New Orleans, and I think we did it in
the band,
Jellies in St. Thomas in the
St.
Virgin
Thomas.
Islands.
Yeah.
And I used to have the picture, and it basically faded. It wasn't fixed properly. Remember, we all had a big photo. We had a photo taken, and the photographer presented it to us at the end of the meal. There you go. That's it.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
There we are, live. Hang on, move it around, Steve, because you can't see everybody's faces. Right,
That's-
and move it to your left and down a bit.
You'll have to send that, post that on the.
Oh, give it,
on the
yeah,
chat.
send it to Colonel. Is that all right, Johnny?
Yeah, well,
Steve.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Actually,
the
it's been
time.
rolled up for about 40 years, so I'll have to get it straightened out.
That's
Yeah,
the
the eye.
time. That's the
There's
time,
myself,
Dave.
Ray, sat
as
next to me,
usual.
and we've got Kevin, the printer, and Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, caveman.
And
Right.
that's the time, as usual. You were always on your top form, making everybody laugh. And I dropped my fork, and you're like, "Oh, here we go. Sacri's causing trouble again." And I had already ducked under the table to get my fork when you said this, and I had a mouthful of wine and a bit of a cold, and I laughed so hard the wine and the snot came down my nose, and then I was reaching around on the table. I could not come up, trying to find the napkin to wipe my face because I was absolutely covered. And that was pretty typical for you. You were always making me laugh, usually at an inopportune moment.
Yeah.
And I always felt embarrassed about the state of the napkin when we left. And we got invited by another table to go over and sing Happy Birthday because there was a band, an empty there was an empty stage there with the band equipment on, and they were asking us when we were going to go on. They thought we were the band, and in the end we went over and sang Happy Birthday to them.
Yeah,
which I think was very nice of us.
Yeah. So you're on your knees under a table, and you came back out with stuff all over your face.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, Ray. We believe you.
That's more than enough information.
And Dave had a big smile on his face.
But I don't think it was as funny as the time when we did that in Juneau, and we went to the summit for dinner.
With
and then we went up
like the top of a mountain or something. What's it called?
It's called the Summit.
Quiet.
The restaurant was called the Summit.
Summit.
And there was a guy called Varu and his wife that ran it. And I used to go over there for dinner when I was in the horse box in the International Lounge. I had a menu behind the bar, and I would go over earlier and tell them what I wanted. And then when I had my break, I'd go over and have dinner in my tuxedo. That's how I think we started it. And then we went up to the main hotel, with the bar in the main hotel, which is full of loggers and fishermen, and we were wearing white tuxedos. I thought we were going to get in a punch up or something. But nobody even really cared. They didn't really take any notice of us.
Yeah, we managed to get away with it all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, it was meant to be. Meant to be.
Yeah.
And Charlie, talking about getting away with it, Charlie, a lot of the time you got away without actually sailing on the ships, didn't you? You used to just do a lot of standbys.
I'll be back in a minute.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of standbys. You've been on nearly all the ships, but a lot of them were in dry docks or just before.
Yeah. There weren't as many pushers as there were others, to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
that was a good little gig there, because you worked a few days and then you had a week or two off, and you was getting paid all along.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Nice one.
And then you got put onto the Arcadia, would it have been, or?
Well, the Ark was the first one I was put onto, but that was instant. As soon as I got down there, that I was on that one and sailing out. But after that,
Right.
I was on one, and I fell down and dislocated my shoulder, and that's what started all the standbys, because I couldn't sail on the one I was supposed to. And then I was in the hospital for a few days, and then when I come back, it was putting me on standby till the next one became available.
Okay. Yeah.
memories.
Dave,
Yeah.
can you give a bargain to whoever's got the TV on?
I can do, but your bollockings always seem to come much better from you, Johnny.
It's not me, that's for sure.
Okay.
Not me.
All right.
Not guilty.
All right. Seems like they've turned it down, so we're good.
But it is. It's.
Yeah.
You've
No,
got
they
it
didn't.
discreetly.
They have still going.
They turned it back up then.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
I think it's an Uber. There you go.
Thing is, I'll get a
smile if
bollocking
it's
from
you.
Johnny.
Smile
Ollie,
if you're the guilty one.
Dave,
yes.
I've got an apology for Ray
Uh-oh.
and a little story. The last 2 days before I arrived today in Boulogne, I spent 2 days on Juno Beach, which is where the Canadians landed. And I had the most fantastic time. It's a beautiful place. And I took in all the history of it because it is loud, that interference, but if you can still hear me, I'll carry on.
Yeah.
I took a little video to send to my friends in Canada because it's all French flags and Canadian flags because that's the actual beach they landed on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was walking along it. So I took a couple of photographs and made a short video and posted it on Facebook to my friends in Canada. Of course, I don't think you're on my Facebook group, Ray.
No, I'm not on
I want
Facebook
to
at all.
apologize because I forgot to mention you.
Well, that's okay.
I mentioned them. If anybody remember Neil Bales, he was Canadian, a barman.
Yeah.
And he got back to me. He was really pleased. And a dear friend I've known for 40 years now. He's a chef. He is a real top chef. And he moved over to Canada and opened a restaurant up over there in Ontario. And I got a lovely message back from him. So anyhow, I had a great time down there. I finished the story off. I was walking along and there's a real old guy.
I'll come back in later. Okay, I'm going out for a minute.
All right, John.
Right.
You turn your radio down?
The radio's not on. Okay.
I know how to empty a place.
No, go on.
Anyhow, this old guy in a wheelchair, and there's a lady there, and on the back of the wheelchair is a picture of a lifeboat. So I was congratulating him in my best French, English French, on his service to seamen, being a lifeboat crew. He didn't understand a word. He thought I was Canadian because I had my Canadian T-shirt on. And the lady was explaining to him what I was saying, but God knows what she told him. But I'm not kidding you. This old boy must have been 90, in his late 90s. And he was up in the air. He was so pleased that somebody had recognized his service, his life. It made my day. I walked off so glad that I'd done it, that I'd stopped and tried to acknowledge him.
She probably said, "Don't take any notice of this prat. He's fucking crazy."
Yeah.
And I think he can
All right, Bob.
He really enjoyed whatever was said because he was full of it. He was so pleased. Yeah. Anyhow, that's that.
Well,
many
Was there any
years
update
ago.
on Roger Cheney?
John said, what did John say?
He said he hadn't heard anything, didn't he?
He was going to get a pacemaker fitted, wasn't he?
I think he's had the pacemaker fitted.
But
And
he was still in the Philippines as far as he knew, but he hadn't heard any more.
Oh, right. Okay.
So Ray, can you talk about the picture I just found of you behind me?
Yeah, that's on the Royal Princess. That's Simon Lander and Vince Grealish. I can't remember the girl's name. She was the PRS. And yeah, that's on the Royal.
Okay.
That was Lander, do you say?
That
Simon Lander.
I joined, yeah, Simon Lander. I joined the Royal after leaving the Sun Princess and then taking a break for about a year. I went to rejoin the Sun Princess and then they switched me to the Royal. So Phil was there when I first got there. Phil was the bar manager. And this was a crew deck party. I can remember the party like yesterday.
Yeah.
And Simon Lander, I think he went up, I think he left and was working for British Airways.
He still is.
That's right.
Oh, is he?
Yes, I still see him quite often. Well,
Oh,
I was
do
with
you?
you. We met him when we went down, Dave, didn't we?
Yeah,
We went down to Bournemouth earlier on last year. Oh.
So Ray, did you end up being bar manager on that ship?
No, Andy Hiscox promoted me to bar manager, and I left the Royal and joined the PP, I think it was in LA. So I went from there, and actually the Royal is where I met my wife, Karma, who's never been on the call. I should try to get her on the call one day because she knows a lot of the people that you know, and so we met on the Royal in 1988.
I wish that Peter Pratt would come on, because wasn't there a bit of aggro between you and Pratty on the?
So well, not on the Royal, on the PP. Yeah, we didn't. We had. Let's just say that Peter, I was given a different mandate, and Peter and I have a different philosophy. So let's leave it at that.
Okay. I know you don't like talking about it, so I just thought I'd stir things up. Okay.
Yeah,
but you've done really well there, Colonel. All right.
Peter, Pratty and I, like I knew Pratty. I first met Pratty on the Sun Princess when I was a bellboy, right? And I saw Peter after I left the Sun Princess. I saw Peter again when they were doing a recruitment drive, because I'd actually left, and then things weren't working out with the girl that I lived with in England at the time, and I called Doug Bayliss and said I'd like to come back, and that was when they had just sort of done the deal with the unions, and I missed out on the payout and ended up going back to the Royal Princess. And there was still a few people left there, like Vince, and a few others, you know, that had decided to stay working, but lots of people had left, right? But it was a pivotal moment in my life, because when I left the Sun Princess, I felt like I'd been drinking too much over the years, like many of you probably. And then I dried out for a year and a half living in the UK. And the night that I got back to the Royal Princess, rejoined the Royal Princess, I ended up throwing my guts up, because everybody, there's lots of people I knew, and they were all like, come and have another drink, come and have another drink. And so I ended up shit-faced at the end of the night, and I thought, hello, here we go. I'm back.
You weren't used to it, yeah.
Well,
back to where I was before,
Ray.
right?
But look, we better do a special welcome to Fruity, who's on tour, and he looks like he's in Baconville.
I am in Baconville.
Wonderful. Welcome. Good to see you, Fruity. Well done.
He's just popped to the kitchen. I've just come back from the pub with his son and grandson.
Oh, excellent. Good. And all good?
All's good.
Lovely.
Yeah, we're meeting Fatty Pritchard tomorrow.
Oh. Now, where would we have sailed with?
Ray Pritchard. Ray Pritchard.
Oh, Canberra.
Oriana.
He was on the Ark, wasn't he, as well, Dave?
I don't think so. He was on the West Coast.
I sailed with him on Canberra.
I must not. I pay them.
Yeah, definitely sailed on the West Coast. You might know his brother, Trevor. He was on the Canberra.
Trevor, yeah.
No, I think
Ollie,
it's Ray
you'd
I
have
met.
sailed with Ray on the Canberra, wouldn't you?
Yeah. But were you there then?
70. Yeah. Would it have been 75-ish then, Dave?
No, I think it was probably a little bit after that. Not much after.
Like a
But,
photograph.
it was certainly before 79.
Oh, right.
He's a good friend of Doris's. They went to school together.
Oh, blimey.
Oh.
Oh, look, hang on. Alan's
Hey,
turned.
my sister's here, dear.
Hello.
Alan,
Alan,
How are we doing?
Right, how are we all?
good to see you.
All
Look,
right,
and he's not waving to his lesbian friend.
He is now. He is now.
Yeah.
All
How
right.
are you, Bob?
We'll
All
get
right.
in there one day, Alan. We'll get in there one day, mate. They'll let us in.
you should have a reunion in all place, Alan.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Sounds
Anytime.
good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Flipping heck.
I've
And
got
and
enough
Alan,
bedrooms.
Alan, is Fruity been behaving himself?
Oh, yes, very much. Yeah, no problems at all. I only got here yesterday. I've had time.
He's only just warming up.
Yeah, no.
How do you know that? You've been listening to my call.
It's lovely seeing you all.
Yeah. Oh, well done, Alan. It's nice to see you. We do enjoy well, we can't see all your frocks today. That's the only thing.
No, I'm downstairs in the bar. We're having a goat curry and rice dinner.
Oh,
All I can see is his left ear.
Oh, dear.
It's what?
The light's coming in through the window, so
Yeah.
You're doing well. Well done, Fruity. Yeah.
yeah.
Brilliant.
You'll have a good
Trying to
time.
block it out.
I'll see you
Professional.
soon.
Has Tony Marshall contacted you?
Who?
Fruity? Tony
Who?
Marshall?
Who's Tony Marshall?
Oh, all right. Forget it.
Obviously not.
Well, the answer's no, because I don't know who he is.
I thought Pete's just
Don't worry,
looking. Pat's he's just checking in that he knows them as well.
Hey, who's Tony Marshall then?
Yeah, he's frozen up. I think that he was wherever he is.
Don't worry, mate. Let me, I'll sort it out.
You're breaking up, Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's frozen.
Anyway, gentlemen, I'm going to cut out now. I'll talk to you when I'm in the UK.
See you later, Charlie.
All
right, Charlie.
Looking forward to that,
All right,
Charlie.
Bye.
When you're arriving,
Cheers,
Friday
Charlie.
coming. Friday morning coming.
This week.
Next Friday.
Frozen again.
and you're going to Essex, yeah?
Yeah. I'll call you Friday evening, all right?
All right, lovely.
Yeah. Not all of you, just him.
That's all right then. Isn't it? Cheers, Charlie.
I already put it in my calendar.
We were looking forward to that. So
I've got to go, chaps. I've got something to do. That
are you frozen?
requires. I'll see you all in a fortnight, all being well.
Cheers, Bob.
Bye.
Take care,
Bye.
mate.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Hey, Bob.
Switch the fucking thing off now. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Cheerio.
There it is.
I have to say that I don't know if anybody on the call worked on the Royal Princess, but the Royal Princess had a similar vibe to the Sun Princess. I really enjoyed my time on there, and it was different because there's lots of new young people, but it was still a good ship to work on.
I did the first 12 months on it. Hated it.
Oh, did you?
I did the maiden voyage on it.
No,
It was
how bad
okay.
was it, Ollie?
Well, it was
Yeah.
okay.
Why
Were
did
you
hate
one
it?
of the youngest on there then, Ollie?
Alan's just said he did the maiden.
I was
Alan just
still a
said he did
bellboy
the
then.
maiden voyage on it.
Sorry?
Alan just said he'd done the maiden voyage on it.
So did I.
I
joined it in Antigua.
I joined it in Helsinki.
Yeah, that's right. But when it's out from Southampton, I think I was. I'm not sure if I was on camera or on, and then I came off, and they told me that's where I got to go, and I was only at home about 2 days. Now I flew out to Antigua with Mike Hawksworth actually,
Okay.
and we joined it in Antigua after the Atlantic crossing.
Yeah, I will.
That would have been a turnaround, though, would it? There, Gizzy, was it?
Well, it was to what we were used to, Dave.
Really?
I had to learn how to play the Jewish piano, but put all the notes in the right order.
No. Hang on, now we're getting a feeling why Gizzy hated it on there now.
Well, actually, no, I didn't hate it. Actually, it was okay, but I fell out with Dougie on there.
Oh, that's right. So you
wouldn't clean wouldn't you clean the ashtrays?
Well, it's a long story.
Yeah.
As you know, we used to do a month in each bar, and nobody made any handbag in the restaurant, and it was horrible. It was like in the galley. Do you remember the restaurant bar?
Yeah,
right?
terrible. Yeah, I remember it.
And I went in there and well, I discovered one or two things, shall we say. And everybody used to pull the handbag, you know, because it was all 15%. And at the end of the cruise, end of the month, was it? We used to distribute it out, which wasn't a problem at all. But I went in there, found a little method that nobody else would use. So Dougie wanted to keep me in there permanently, and I rebelled.
Yeah.
I might disappear
when
in a
I
minute.
went in there,
My battery's going.
I went in there for
okay,
everybody
John.
got a better payout. So Dougie wanted to keep me in there.
When I got there, I'm pretty sure Andy Hiscox was the bar manager, and Joanne was in the restaurant bar. And I remember it was just a tiny little hole and everybody used to get the wine through the hatch. And by that time, because he was so much older than the new staff, were all young girls and guys, and they called him Mother. By that time, his nickname was Mother. It wasn't Joanne anymore; it was Mother.
The other thing that pissed me off was a couple of nights before the end of the cruise, you had to sort everything out, and the system kept going down. And of course, you had to put everything in before you could finish. And I can remember I was there till about 2 a.m. one morning, till the system got back up and running. I fell out with Graham Billett over that.
Oh,
I bugged it off about midnight, and he came and got me out of bed and asked me to total up the what's now. I said, well, I've been waiting to do that since 9 o'clock, you know.
Yeah, in those days they had a IBM mainframe, and nobody on the ship knew how to use it. And every time it broke down, they'd have to phone LA like $25 a minute to try and troubleshoot the computer. Yeah, it was always breaking down.
I always remember him coming down about 1:30 in the morning, get me out of bed to come and finalise the bloody totals. You know, and I said, "Can I have been there since 9 o'clock trying to do this?" I'm pissed off in the end, you know.
Yeah.
So
who was the assistant barman who screwed the system up? He was playing around with it and fucked it all up.
That was Steve Mitchell.
PRS. He found a way to get into the tills, and he pressed the wrong button and literally wiped the whole lot clean.
Who was that?
I think it was
when they walked in the morning. Like the bureau was actually just covered in paper where this thing had done it all out. Just thrown it out.
I think it was Steve Mitchell.
No, it wasn't Steve Mitchell. No, it wasn't.
Right.
He wasn't on the
Gary
Hart. No.
Hart, it might be.
I remember that. I was there when that happened. I don't know if it was on the Royal.
This was on the maiden voyage.
Yeah, I'm going to say this was the early days.
No, I was on the maiden voyage.
Yeah.
And he done something to the till, and it just wiped the whole lot, everything on the ship completely.
Yeah.
I must admit, the very last voyage on there, I did have a good time. I was in the Horizon with John Ginty, and we Alaskan cruising. So you can imagine the Horizon, but I never did anything. Well, we used to make our own entertainment up there. We had some really good nights, Ginty and I, up there. because
We used
we
to have
didn't
a
make any
quiet.
handbags, so we just drank everything.
I've got,
Yes.
I've got a picture. I've got a picture of me because I didn't try to get myself into trouble, but I've got a picture of me hanging upside down. Remember the ceiling in the Horizon Bar had these big long tubes.
Yeah, that
and
was girders, weren't they?
and I did a
was a
thing for
decade.
the Channel 4 News one time where I hung upside down using Billy Vader's gravity boots and did a commercial for Amstel. And I was telling them about this, and then to show them what it looked like, I actually hung myself upside down from those bars, and I was hanging in the Horizon Lounge upside down from my legs, and kept thinking, bloody Andy Hiscox is going to walk in and fire me.
Now, boys,
We used to have
we've got a very sudden announcement now that Colonel's already put the lights up, and I've just followed suit. Sadly, because we're running over time as usual, which is a good sign, and we're very, very pleased that Fruity, you managed to get in with Alan right at the end, which is great.
Oh, and Dave, can you tell Fruity the bad news?
I can, but only if you remind me what it is.
Well, the fact is that we're on location in Italy, and I'm gone for 7 weeks. So I think he'll be doing a lot of downloading of the Crew Bar recording.
Please,
only if you send them to me.
Absolutely, sir. I will promise you.
That's wonderful.
What address do we use next time then?
Oh God, no! Just try any address. It doesn't matter.
No,
put the password in.
It's a recurring meeting, John. So whatever
One
link
you
I
got into
send is the
today,
correct
it'll
one.
do it in the future.
Yeah.
It'll do it.
What,
it.
even if you
I never
open
used to
the
have any problem. I used to come straight in, no problem at all.
but what if Dave opens the meeting? Isn't it a different one?
No, it's the same.
It's the same code.
It's the
4
same
weeks
code.
tomorrow, Dave.
It's all good. Okay.
But it'll be marvellous. But Fruity, glad you managed to get in wonderfully. And Pete coming back from the band this afternoon. And Hilda for coming in via Goa and everywhere else. Oh, and Ollie, because a nice surprise visit as well. So thanks, Ollie, for coming in. You know, we had a few celebrities here. And Ray as well. And all of you. Of course, we wouldn't do it without you, without any of you. Especially
Dave.
anyone from Hathon, all right? So,
Dave, a quick question. Did you enjoy the chicken?
Oh, that chicken, the finger-licking chicken was marvellous, Steve.
That's
and
okay,
we enjoyed it even more because you paid for it, all right? So that was...
I bought him a chicken at Costco.
But all right, boys, look, we better give away and thanks for coming in and take care. We'll see you very soon.
Bye.
See
you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Take
Bye.
care.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Hello.
Take care.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.